Metro has the answer, I suppose.
I think
Who
this is
has the answer?
The festival has gone on quite well this week. We had a lot of sudden last-minute participations this week, so that's been quite nice. We've been able to have a good sense of competitiveness among the participants. Yeah, it's been well so far. Yeah, the partnership as well, that was quite fun for everyone, I believe. So yeah.
Juliana, I'd like to thank you, for allowing your students to collaborate with ours here in UPSI. It's a very good effort. I think we should be doing this in a very long time. We should not stop. We should collaborate, and maybe if we can travel, then maybe the students can visit your students can actually come here.
I think that's a wonderful idea.
Yeah.
I can't take any of the credit in allowing them. I think they've created the connection themselves, and I was asked to attend. But I've put a few words in what I will say at the end, that this festival and the collaboration and the connection that has been made has been a reason for me to feel hopeful this week.
Yeah.
It's been really well.
To talk to you in person regarding the students' mobility, initiative. We have a lot of, this initiative, and I'd love my students to actually see, we see what you offer there at your university, and you can see what we are offering here, and maybe we can have this further collaboration in which your students can go online to our classes and attend our classes, and our students can actually attend classes there in your online.
That would be really interesting. I think we should definitely continue a conversation.
I'll get your contact from Sharon, maybe Sumitra,
Okay.
and then after that, I think I'd like to talk to you in person regarding this.
Okay, I look forward to it.
Yeah, okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are currently waiting for the arrival of the Dean. However, the closing ceremony will commence shortly. Please ensure that your microphone is muted to avoid any disruptions during the ceremony. Your cooperation is highly appreciated. Thank you.
Good evening, Dr. Lajiman. Hi.
Good
Good
evening, Dr.
evening.
Lajman. Welcome.
How are you people?
Doing fine, Doctor. How are you?
Great.
Right, very good.
Right.
So I see some international faces here. This is an international event?
Yes, Doctor. We are in collaboration with the University of York, one of their societies.
All right,
Yes.
very good. Okay.
So their president is here, Elizabeth, and then the lecturer from University of York as well is here, Dr. Juliana.
Oh, okay.
Juliana, the man who has just spoken, Dr. Lajiman, is actually the father of literature in our department.
Wow.
Not really
Good evening,
experience that,
Dr.
sure.
Yeah, to
Lovely
me,
to
he's
meet you.
the father of literature. He's actually great. Dr. Lajiman, why don't you introduce yourself to Juliana?
Okay, this is just because we are waiting for the day, right? Okay, my name is Dr. Lajiman January. Of course, I teach in UPSI, and normally I teach all the literature courses because all my degrees are in literature. Okay, so I've been teaching for quite some time, around 30 years. I started as a primary school teacher, and then a secondary school teacher, and afterwards I joined UPSI as a lecturer. Okay, so that's a little bit about myself. Teaching literature is different from teaching TESOL. I think if you are familiar, of course, some of you are familiar with TESOL. Most of the UPSI students are, all of the UPSI students are doing TESOL here. But literature is different because it's not so much about facts. I think you know this, right? It's about giving your opinion, your informed opinions about issues in literature, which is fictional but actually rooted in reality, rooted in our own real world. So, in a sense, we are learning about ourselves from fictions, enjoying ourselves with reading as well as learning something from it. Of course, inherent in all these books, values. I might agree with some values and I might not agree with other values. But the thing is, they keep me thinking about all these values, in a sense. So I think that's enough from me for now. This is actually impromptu. But thank you very much, Dr. Shima, for asking me to introduce myself. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Lajiman. Well, Juliana would like to know, isn't it?
I did, yes, I wanted to know. Thank you. Good evening and good afternoon, Dr. Lajiman. It's afternoon where I am in York, and it's wonderful to meet you.
Thank you. Same here.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the closing ceremony is starting. Please ensure that your microphone is muted to avoid any disruptions during the ceremony. Your cooperation is highly appreciated. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a delightful evening we would like to wish to our distinguished guests, wonderful participants, and lovely viewers. Before proceeding with our program, let us begin our beautiful evening with a prayer recitation. Without further ado, please welcome Ayman Hadi bin Nur Halim to lead the prayers.
النبي الكريم وأصحابه في كرام الفاتحة. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Ya Allah, Ya Rahim, praise be to God, the Lord of the worlds. Peace and blessings be upon our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his companions and for those who followed his example to the Judgment Day. Allahumma Ya Allah, on this blessed evening, in conjunction with the closing ceremony of the Art and Literature Festival 2021, we beseech Thee and grateful towards You in favor of all the infinite blessings to us, Your humble servant, to live in safe and prosperous life. We seek Your blessing for flawless progress of this event from the beginning till the end. We seek Your guidance to steer clear of events that would detrimental the progress of this event. Ya Latif Ya Rahman, ربنا عليك توكلنا وإليك أنبنا وإليك المصير. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Amin, amin, ya Rabbal Alamin. Thank you to Aiman Hadi bin Nur Halim for leading the prayer recitation. It is in our greatest hope that not only will our evening be showered with blessings, but also for the ceremony to run smoothly.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we continue with this event, let us take a moment to sing our university song, Cemerlang Bersama.
Kepada seluruh warga UPSI, untuk memastikan kita mencapai bintang, kita kena bersatu, kita kena bersama untuk memastikan kita semua cemerlang bersama.
Saling menghargai, saling berbudi, sanjung tinggi tradisi.
Akademik dan akhlak terpuji, seimbang dan gemilang. Engkau dan aku pakai berpadu, mewarna cipta yang sama.
Genggamlah tanganku, lakukanlah segera. Janji terpatri, megah terajui, si pendidikan negara. Ayo cemerlang bersama, dengan semangat membara. UPSI di puncak persada. Ayo cemerlang bersama, dengan semangat membara.
Ladies and gentlemen, it has been such an incredible journey for all of us, let it be the organizers or the participants in this one whole week of the Arts and Literature Festival. However, all things must come to an end. Without further ado, we would like to welcome all of you to the closing ceremony of the Arts and Literature Festival. I, Muzammil Hakim,
And I, Intanur Ashikin,
will be your MCs this evening. We will also like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for spending your precious weekend with us.
Now, This evening, we are joined by the Dean of Languages and Communication Faculty, Associate Professor Dr. Mazura Mastura binti Muhammad, the Head of English Language and Literature Department, Dr. Hasimah binti Ja'far, the Second Advisor of English Language Society, Dr. Farah Natja binti Muhammad Khaja Hamid Marika, and Dr. Lajiman bin Januri as our distinguished guests. We are also joined by Dr. Putri Zarina binti Megat Khalid, Miss Alia Farzana binti Shamsul Arifin, Dr. Juliana Mensa, and Mr. Muhammad Khalis Arshad bin Said Budin, who have been the judges of this festival. Please welcome both the guests and judges this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, for your information, this year, the Arts and Literature Festival was successfully held through the joint efforts of two societies, English Language Society from Sultan Idris Education University and International Creative Writing Society from University of York. Inspired by the movie Dead Poets Society, Dark Academia has been chosen as our theme this year. It is believed to perfectly capture the concept of self-expression through the work of arts and the essence of this festival with its quest for knowledge and curiosity for life.
Aimed towards university students, there are 5 activities that cover different aspects of arts and literature. They are Timeless Ink Stains Slam Poetry Competition, TikTok Chamber of Contentments, Pillars of Heaven, and Artwork Competition, ELS X York Writing Partnership Event, and Book Sharing Session. We are thrilled to witness many blooming talents and potential in this festival. Before we move on to our main agenda for this evening, a short montage will be played to share with us the memorable moments from throughout the event. Thus, we would like to request your full attention to the clip. Let us reminisce every second as we welcome you to enjoy the show. sincerely hope that you've enjoyed our short montage just now.
Now, let us bend our ears back as we welcome our guests. To present Dr. Mazura Mastura binti Muhammad, the Dean of Languages and Communication Faculty.
Hi, good evening, everybody. I would like to humbly apologize for not being in a very proper and formal place or location to deliver my closing ceremony speech. But I would like to thank everybody for inviting me to this closing ceremony. After looking at your montage, I see that quite a wonderful event that you have put up, and I would like to congratulate the committee of the Arts and Literature Festival 2021 for the success and the smooth sailing of the event. This is the second event that I was not informed, or neither the paperwork was put out at the MPD. But whatever it is, allow me to deliver my speech. Okay, a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen, to the head of English Language and Literature Department, Dr. Hashima Jafar, the advisor of the English ELS, Mr. Hadi, and reputable judges, our respective collaborators, the International Creative Writing Society, ICWS, the hardworking members of the ELS, participants, and as well as viewers. Thank you for being here. First and foremost, allow me to express my gratitude to the ELS for inviting me to commemorate the closing ceremony of Arts and Literature Festival. I was informed that this year the Arts and Literature Festival has been rebranded, which is very good because this is in line with the pandemic, and this is our first collaboration with the International Creative Writing Society in hosting and exploring the variety of talents that our students have to offer, especially in the arts and literature. I believe that arts and literature are vital elements in expanding a student's potential, especially our TESOL students, and their capabilities in using these mediums to express themselves in a creative manner. In today's age, social media and entertainment, such as Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and many others, are utilized as platforms to display creativity and expose the aesthetic features that arts and literature hold. Moreover, our excellent ELS committee has taken this opportunity to apply dark academia as the theme of this festival. That's a good job, yes, very good indeed. Has understood dark academia often discusses conception of reality and aesthetic subculture, particularly in Greek and Gothic classic literature. Therefore, I concur that the theme used may bring inspiration in elevating students' competence in exhibiting their talents in arts and literature. Now, therefore, I would like to thank all of you for inviting me, and thank you for joining and attending this closing ceremony of the Arts and Literature Festival 2021. With that, I officially close the event. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, the ELS committee. Okay.
Thank you to Associate Professor Dr. Mazura Mastura binti Muhammad.
Now, we would like to invite Dr. Hasima binti Jaafar, the head of English Language and Literature Department, to give her speech.
Thank you, Muzamil. Intano, acting as our MCs tonight. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good evening to the Honorable Dean of the Faculty of Languages and Communication, Associate Professor Dr. Mazura Mastura binti Muhammad, Dr. Juliana, it's nice meeting you from University of York. Mr. Hadi, the advisor, is not here, and his place has been taken over by Dr. Farah. Dr. Farah, where are you? She was here just now, yeah? The ELS colleagues, Dr. Lajiman, Dr. Putri, who are here with us tonight, Ms. Sharon Jeremiah, the chairperson of the event, committee members of the Arts and Literature Festival 2021 from UPSI and University of York, beloved members of the ESL and the International Creative Writing Society, ICWS, ladies and gentlemen. My heartfelt thanks to the organizing committee for inviting me to the closing ceremony of this event. Ladies and gentlemen, the Literature Festival is an annual festival organized by ELS, which acts as a platform for our students at UPSI to showcase their talents in literature, particularly theatre and plays, recitation of poems, and writing. I am told that there are some differences in the Literature Festival this year. Unlike previous years, this year competitions are not only limited to literature, but also arts, such as drawings and TikTok presentations, which involve books, movies, actings, makeup, and clothing in accordance with the theme, Dark Academia. Due to these differences, the Literature Festival has now become the Arts and Literature Festival. Congratulations to the ELS for this new rebranding. Yeah? In addition to the inclusion of drawings and TikTok video presentations, this year sees a beautiful collaboration between ELS UPSI and the ICWS University of York, UK. This is another plus point. Thank you very much. Give yourself a big round of applause, everybody. Yeah, this is the first time that ELS has had an international collaboration, and it is something we should be proud of. Yeah. Okay, both clubs have evidently worked hard to ensure the success of this event. I'm hopeful that this partnership between ELS and ICWS is not a one-off collaboration, but it will be maintained in the years to come. Okay? Right. I'd like to thank ICWS for this collaboration, for it is the first step for ELS, which plans to have more international collaborations in the future. ELS are capable of organizing other events apart from the Arts and Literature Festival. The society has in fact organized other academic events, sports, volunteerism events, to name a few. I'm proud to see that members of ELS has proven that they do not only excel in their academics, but in other areas as well. Okay? This is in line with the aim of the university, which aspire to help students develop holistically. I don't plan to give a lengthy speech tonight, but before I end, I'd like to express my thanks once again to the organizing committee for inviting me to this closing ceremony. I also like to thank all the participants who have taken part in this event. I wish all of you best of luck. I believe you have all done your best, and regardless of the results, whatever it is, congratulations. Thank you very much.
Thank you to Dr. Hasima binti Jafar.
Next, please welcome Dr. Juliana Mensah from University of York to say a few words.
Hello, everybody. Good evening. I think I want to start by saying it was a real honour last week to join you to be a judge for the slam poetry competition. I greatly enjoyed the competition, and it was a pleasure to return this week to your closing ceremony. I've been thinking about the festival through the week, although I haven't been able to attend the events, and I've been reflecting on where we are now, and it's a strange time we find ourselves in. The global pandemic has been bleak in many ways, and it's highlighted deep inequalities and divides in our societies. But over the past week, I've had a reason to be hopeful, and that was as a result of attending the festival this time last week, to witness groups of young people who've connected across continents to form a community with which to write and realise their creative efforts. It's truly a reason for celebration. It was a real privilege to hear all of the poets last week, and I'm sure you will have engaged with all sorts of writing and arts through the week. The work that I was able to share in I found diverse, passionate, and extremely affecting. Much of writing or any creative practice is about craft, returning to what you've done and working on it over and over to try to make it the best that it can possibly be. Another element of the arts and creative practice is about community and connecting with others in creative spaces. And both of these things were evident in this festival. The work of the festival is truly a reason for celebration and a reason to be hopeful for the future, because it will be your generation that takes things forward. So I would like to congratulate you all. I would like to congratulate the organising committee, participants, and thank you to the distinguished guests who are here today. Thank you for inviting me to this closing ceremony.
Thank you to Dr. Juliana Mensah.
Moving on, please welcome the President of International Creative Writing Society, Ms. Elizabeth Baker, to say a few words.
Hello. Thank you all so much for being here. It's really lovely to see so many faces come to the closing ceremony, and we've so thoroughly enjoyed this literature festival. I'd really like to take this opportunity to again thank the participants for their wonderful work. We've been honoured to work with everyone here at the Sultan Idris Education University. In particular, I'd like to thank the lecturers here. Having the opportunity to work alongside brilliant academics like our distinguished guests has been an honour and really incredible for students at ICWS. I'd also like to thank the hardworking and dedicated team at the English Language Society, ELS. Their initiative and ongoing creativity throughout every challenge this year has been inspiring to work alongside. At ICWS, we've been looking to expand our international focus and reach out to universities like this one, full of brilliant creative minds, for such a long time. We're so grateful and excited to have kindled this partnership with you, and sincerely hope that this is a partnership that continues into the future. For Evie and I, this has been a lovely way for us to come to the end of our undergraduate careers, specifically in such a globally trying time. For us, ICWS has always been about bringing together like-minded people and encouraging our colleagues to overcome their apprehensions, especially around sharing work that might otherwise remain private creative work. Working with ELS has allowed us an insight into the ways in which we can continue to develop the collaborative work that we do, and has inspired us to continue seeking new relationships and opportunities for creative writers. So thank you again for all the hard work from the students and distinguished guests across the Sultan Idris Education University and University of York that have made this brilliant event possible. Thank you.
Thank you to Ms. Elizabeth Baker.
Last but not least, let us welcome the Program Director of the Arts and Literature Festival, Ms. Sunitra Ganisaratunam, to say something for this event.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to wish to all of our distinguished judges, guests, lecturers, and friends from both ELS and ICWS First and foremost, I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome as well as thank all of you, particularly Associate Professor Dr. Mazura Mastura binti Muhammad, Dr. Hasima binti Jaffa, as well as all the judges who have joined us today. And to Mr. Hadi Junaidi bin Kusin, who unfortunately could not join us tonight, thank you for being our support throughout this festival. During the Arts and Literature Festival, we have had a lot of fun and entertaining activities such as the Timeless Ink Stain Slam Poetry competition, Chamber of Contentment TikTok, Pillars of Haven, and artwork competition, the ELS and York Writing Partnership event, and also book sharing. And now we have come to the end of that journey. As the event director, it has been my greatest pleasure to witness many students, not only from UPSI, but also across Malaysia and even from the University of York, come out of your comfort zones and participate in events that you normally would shy away from. I'm ever so proud of not only your courage and strength, but your various talents as seen through these activities. Further, it was not an easy journey to handle such a huge event. So this is where I give my thanks to all of you, to the committee at ELS who has gone above and beyond to ensure that our humble program went well, for their cooperation and support this last month, and for ICWS for their insights and them approaching us to collaborate together. We at ELS have loved working alongside everyone from ICWS. They have been brilliant and inspiring, and an online partnership with them has certainly broadened our view, particularly in the field of arts and literature. Here's to more collaborations with ICWS in the future. Again, I'd like to thank everyone for attending this closing ceremony. It has been my greatest pleasure seeing all of you here and working alongside everyone. In the words of Betsy Warren from the Mona Lisa Smile, seek truth beyond tradition, beyond definition, beyond the image, and most of all, seize the day. Thank you very much. Have a good evening.
Thank you to Ms. Sunetra Ganesaritinam. Respected guests, wonderful participants, and lovely viewers. Up next, the most anticipated moment of this event is finally here. Some may be wondering, some may be trembling, and some may feel nothing as we're about to announce the winners for each category tonight.
First category, Timeless Ink Stain Slam Poetry Competition. This competition and involve 11 participants. For your information, the winners will receive a cash prize and have their poems published in the ICWS anthology. Without further ado, let us announce the winners for this category. Starting from the third place, please give a round of applause to Noor Atira binti Sumon with her poem Bittersweet Memory. Now, time to call upon the second place winner. Please give a big round of applause to Abigail Adela Anak Colin with a poem titled Moon and I. For first place, with a poem titled I Am No Longer Me, the winner for Timeless Ink Stains Slam Poetry Competition goes to Magdalena Long Mering. Congratulations to all three participants.
Moving on to the second category, Pillars of Heaven and Artwork Competition. In this category, the winners will also receive a cash prize and have their arts published in the ICWS anthology. Now, let us announce these winners who have beautifully expressed their feelings through art. Starting from the third place, please give a round of applause to Lim Chu Jian with the artwork entitled And the People Bowed and Prayed to the Neon God They Made. Now is the time to call upon the second place winner. Please give another big round of applause to Noraliza binti Jukari with her artwork, It. And for the first place, the winner for Pillars of Heaven and Artwork Competition goes to Lim Ke-ying with her artwork, Tranquility. Congratulations to all the three winners.
Third category, ELS X York Writing Partnership. Now, Let us give a round of applause to these amazing writers and artists who will have their works published in the ICWS anthology. Starting from the third place, please give a round of applause to Evangeline Chong, Jess Sher, and Vanella Johnson with their piece, Meaning of Life and Other Breakfast Topics, and You Again. Now, it is time to call upon the second place winner. Please give another big round of applause to Lim Bing Jun and Muhammad Fadlizil Ikram bin Jasri with their writing piece, A Viewfinder, and artwork, Vince Golden Hour. For the first place, the winner for ELS X York Writing Partnership goes to Anuradha Sundara Vadivel and Alisa Joyce Michael with their piece Through the Window. Congratulations to all the 3 pairs of winners.
Moving on to the last category, TikTok Chamber of Contentment. The winners of this category will receive a cash prize and have their work published on the Red Ink ELS page. Let us announce the winners of this category. Starting from the third place, please give a round of applause to Magdalena Longmaring with her content DIY Haunts. Moving on to the second place winner, please give another big round of applause to Genevieve Christopher with her type of content, fashion. For the first place, with fashion and beauty as a type of content, the winner for TikTok Chamber of Contentment goes to Nur Iza Shakira binti Ismail. Congratulations to all the 3 winners. Now, that concludes the announcement of winners for each category in the festival. Once again, we would like to congratulate all of the winners tonight.
Lovely viewers, please be informed that the attendance form will be posted on the live chat box. Do not forget to fill it in. Thank you. Before we reach the end of our program, we would like to ask everyone to turn on their cameras for a photo session. Let us all give some cute poses for the pictures. Are you all ready?
All right, I'll be taking your screenshot in 3, 2, 1. One more time, yeah? In 3, 2, 1. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
And finally, that's the end of the closing ceremony of the Arts and Literature Festival. Thank you so much to everyone who has joined us for today, in particular Associate Professor Dr. Mazura Mastura binti Muhammad, Dr. Hasimah binti Ja'far, Dr. Farah Natya binti Muhammad Khaja Hamid Merika, Dr. Lajiman bin Januri, Dr. Putri Zarina binti Mugat Khalid, Miss Alia Farzana binti Shamsul Arifin, Dr. Juliana Mensa, and Mr. Khalis Arshad bin Said Pudin. We would also like to take this opportunity to once again congratulate all the winners and thank the participants and viewers for joining us throughout this event. For any inconvenience caused, we humbly and deeply apologize. I, Intanur Ashikin,
and I, Muzammil Hakim, will be signing off. Until we meet again.